to the February box. This is the official TOYL unboxing video for our February 2023 box. I'm so pleased you're here. Thank you so much for coming. The box is worth £101.99, but that's not the most interesting thing about the box. The box is the Fantastic Five, and it is the 5 key products that will absolutely lift your look almost instantly this winter. How did I know what they are? Well, you told me. You told me in the survey last year exactly what you wanted, exactly what your beauty issues were. And I've gone away and found the products, put them all in one box. There they are, ready for you. So let's start. What was your number one concern? Well, it had to be dark circles. So many of you said to me that the dark circles under your eyes really bugged you and you wanted a way to move them forward. Now, there's a couple of ways. Let's talk first about how dark circles are formed. They're formed from basically being tired. It can be a vitamin deficiency, it can be dehydration, it can also be just the shape of your face is changing, because as we get older, I sink a little bit back into the socket. I know, you don't need to know that now. So what we want to do is brighten. Now, concealer will also do that. Concealer will hide it, but because we've all got so many different skin tones, I wanted you to have a product that worked for everyone. We always try and make sure the product works for everyone. So this is it. It's Ren's Brightening Under Eye Cream. Now, you use it day and night. It retails at £44. It's a cracking product. This is full size. And what you do is you clean your face before you put on any serums so that you've got bare skin. This is what goes on your skin, and dab, 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 dab. One pump will do both eyes. Dab, 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 dab. And the idea is that after 7 days, you should be able to see a visible difference. That's what most people said. So it only takes 7 days to really get this product to work for you. And then people will say, oh my goodness, if you've been on holiday, you look so well. So that I really wanted you to try. So that's the number one concern you had. The second concern you had was these lip lines here. And it's because we've all been telling our families off too much, don't do that. Or we've been sucking on straws for too many cocktails. We've been smoking. Have we been smoking? We shouldn't be smoking, should we? Or it's just life, just, eating. Do I eat like that? I don't know. Do I? Well, you'll tell me when I see you. Anyway, so it's one of those things. And these lines can get really entrenched. And the sad thing is, the older you get, the more you notice them. So I'm really noticing them now. But you also said to me, this is a product you wanted. So I went away and I found you something that is groundbreaking. It's award-winning. It's one of the fastest selling brands on QVC for a doctor-led brand. And it is this. It is Escho's Pores. Now, the reason I love this is because it's a serum and it's created by a doctor who really thought about what you wanted. Pores comes from a whole range. Dr. Escho's created a whole range of lip products, so you can choose what you wanted. But I wanted pores because what do we want to do? We want to pause those lines getting bigger. This is not a lip balm. Do not make that mistake. It's just not. It feels different. It absorbs different. It doesn't leave that same feeling of hydration on your lips. It's a serum. And what it is, it's basically a line filling serum. So there we go. We have that. This retails at $19.99. And look, you can just see, it's not a balm. It just moves differently. It just really moves differently. How you apply it? You apply it 3 times a day for 6 to 8 weeks. So on the lips and on those lines around the lips, because what you want to do is volumize the lips. So it's going to plump them a little bit. Don't get excited. It's not going to do anything like a lip filler would, but I don't want you to have a lip filler. Unless you want one, in which case you have one, but it's not in the box. That makes sense. So 3 times a day for 6 to 8 weeks, and then you go on to a more maintenance program. All the instructions are in the box. You can use a lip balm after this. So if you want that hydrated feel, just get one of the Dr. Pawpaws out, probably from last month. I think we had did we have Dr. Paw? I think we did have Dr. Pawpaw in with the red. Yeah, get that out afterwards and pop that on. But make sure the serum's sunk in. So give it about 60 seconds and then pop the lip balm on. But this is really going to help ease those lip lines, soften those off, just to help you look amazing. Now, third product, you said you were worried about sallow skin. You wanted to glow. So I'm going to give you a quote here from Riku Kampu, my favourite makeup artist. He writes books. If you ever look, he writes books about makeup for women over 40, which is why I love him. I don't think anyone else does. Here we go. Here's his quote. So many of us give up. He's talking in general. But if there's one product that will give you a lift and wake up your entire face, it is blush. And so many of us give up with a blusher. We just don't bother because we think, oh, do you know what? I've got a bit of tinted moisturiser and that'll be fine. A bit of highlighter, jobs are good. And no, blush goes differently. For me, highlighter goes here and here. Blush goes on the apple of the cheeks. And what have I got for you? I've got for you Illamasqua's Colour Veil. Now this retails at £20, but their makeup artist chose this, oh, hang on, chose this colour for us, and it is a universal colour. Now, it comes out like that. Now, you look at that and you think it might not be for me. Honestly, it suits every skin tone, and I can show you swatches, and I'll post swatches where it's on every type of skin tone, and this one is great. This is called Entice. If it comes and it's not quite as settled as that, just pop it down for a bit, pop it on the table for a bit, because it's been in the box, and it's, you know, a couple of them I've opened and they look a bit, you know, they've been jiggled around, but they're absolutely fine. Just settle down like that. And then what you do is you use one of these. Sorry, I made one of these videos before and it wasn't as good as this one, which is the one you're seeing now. So obviously I'd use this. You just pop a little bit on. I've already done it. I pop my blush here. So that's where I do it and blend from here. Now, the other reason I went for Illamasqua is because, one, I only ever want you to have cream blushes, and I don't like powder blushes because what can happen to them, and the formulations are getting better, so bear with, they can sit in the line. So as we go through the day and our skin dehydrates, which it does through the day, then you kind of get these lines and creases, or it looks powdery and cakey. Never happens with a cream. A cream always gives you a lovely glow, a lovely sheen. Not only that, Colour Veil is a gel. So it's actually got part primer in it as well, if that makes sense. So it's just really beautiful, buildable colour. You can put a little bit on, you can put more on, you can just build it up how you want to build it. But it's just a fabulous thing to frame and make your face look healthy and less sallow at this time of year. And that's why I wanted it for you. This is £20. So then we go on to the next one. And this is one that I know because I used to work with Tweezerman. Journalists always said to me, decent brows can lift 10 years off your age. Now, we're not necessarily saying we want to anti-age, but what we are saying is we want our faces to look open, awake, glowy, interested. What we don't want our faces to do look, I'm looking good today, aren't I? Not with my eating. So what we want to do is open that eye area. Now, what happens to your eyes as you get older is, they sink back inside. So they can get a little bit smaller and they can get a little bit more hooded. So what we want to do is lift the brows. Now, I was going to get a brow pencil and I honestly looked everywhere because you don't have to colour your brows, but if you want to, just giving it a little bit of colour can really lift the look. But if you don't want to, don't feel you have to. But again, there wasn't kind of a universal brow pencil, so I thought, well, that's no good to man or beast. Anyway, so this is mine. I've just broken it. Hang on. This is mine. So I'm going to do this for you. So I'm just going to really quickly just colour it in. So you can just see I've just coloured that in. Hang on, actually, no, I'm not going to do that. And then I'm going to use this product, which is Ico's Clear Brow Gel. Now, this is their best-selling product. The reason being is it's going to lift the brow and shape it, but it's going to hold it there. So you're going to have that shape all day. And it's going to look like a laminated brow. Now, a laminated brow is basically a textured brow. So they do a bit of perming, but they also give it a little bit of a sheen. A bit like that keratin treatment they used to do on, or they still do on hair. So there's your brush. It's clear, completely clear, so suitable for any colour brows. So I'm gonna lift it. I'm gonna really lift it. Well, look at that spike. That's a bit Dennis Healy, is it? And then I'm just gonna go over the top, just shape it a little bit. I haven't done this terribly well, but you know what I mean. So you can see it's just going to fix it for me. It's just going to keep it there. And while you might think, oh, I can't be doing with it, honestly, brows is one of the things that really does frame your face. And I can't emphasize it enough that you need to do something with brows. I always get mine professionally shaped with wax. You can have them threaded, you can tweezer them, whatever you do, just tidy up those loose hairs, mainly at the end I get, and the ones that are underneath here, and then give them a tiny bit of colour. That's what I do. You don't have to. But you definitely go with the clear gel and you'll see the difference. Now, this retails at £18. Then my final product in the box, it's one that I really think is so important, and it's a really challenging one to put in the box because I want you to think about it, but it's a health issue as well. So I don't want to say to you, you've got to do this, you've got to do this. Basically, it's teeth whitening. And what I want you to do, I popped in, and this is my little gift. So this isn't included in the value, teeth whitening strips by My Sweet Smile. Now, this is a really lovely brand, and I looked long and hard at these. And you can get things like whitening pens, you can get trays with gel in. You can get peroxide from the dentist. You can get veneers. There's so many different ways you can whiten teeth. But yellow teeth or discoloured teeth, honestly, age you significantly. So what you want to do is get that bright smile that really lifts it. Because I've noticed when I speak to some people, they smile and the first thing I think, oh, your teeth are really yellow. If you smile and you've got white teeth, you don't even notice it, you just notice the smile. So it's a challenging one, this. So anyway, these teeth strips, now they come like this. These are non-peroxide, so if you've got sensitive teeth, they shouldn't actually impact them. That's also why I chose these ones from My Sweet Smile. So they've got a different kind of whitening agent in them. These should make a difference in 30 minutes. So the top one goes on, so the longer one goes on the top teeth, bottom one goes on the bottom teeth, fold it over the top. Do it at night, do not eat, do not drink while you're doing it. It's silly, you'll eat it, it'd be horrible. And then peel them off, clean your teeth for 2 minutes, and you should notice the difference. Now, really, I was just taking a before and after photo. So you can have a look. So you should see a difference with one go. And the idea is, I just want you to give you the idea of, oh, this might be something for me or might not be something for me. So it's just out there, and you can see why it's a little bit more involved. I'm going to get the MD of My Sweet Smile on to talk about what his products do. He's also got some fantastic codes for you as well. So you can just buy stuff off his website if you think it's what you want. So that's really it. That's your 5 products. So we've got, let me just get these up again. We've got your Ren, which retails at £44. We've got your lip line treatment, Esho, which retails at £19.99. We've got your, Colourveil blusher, which retails at £20. We've got your brow gel, which retails at 18. Sorry, I nearly got it wrong. And those make £101.99. And then you've got your little freebie from me, which is your teeth whitening strip, which is about £1.71. They're not terribly expensive, these things. Anyway, that is your February box. It dispatches on the 28th of Jan. I really hope you love it, and I hope you get everything you want from those products.